Okay, I have 25 frames per second. This is my scene. My scene is 1 second. It has 25 frames in it. And my timing would be the ball starting here and ends here. This is the whole timing of the scene. And the timing of the action is that he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 bounces. This would be my timing. Okay? Spacing here. This is the spacing. When things are when the frames are closer or further away, it gives me different rhythm in the action. When they're closer, the action is slower, and when they're further away, the action is faster. So this way, I have different rhythm in this bouncing ball. Okay, these are all my frames. Tuck, 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 tuck. I have the ball, and here it's overlapping. You can see the frames of overlapping, so they're closer to each other, and then it's going down, they're getting further away, and then going up again, and closer again. So this is my spacing. It gives the rhythm when things are faster or slower, and this is the rhythm of the action. It's not constant, okay? This is my flat, my timing and spacing. I'm gonna use the same timing and spacing, but I'm just gonna change the keys a bit. I have here, when my ball is touching the ground, I'm gonna change this key to drawing, okay? Right now I'm going to feel more the key just squashing, okay? I'm going to feel the contact, the mass just squashing on the ground. It's going to emphasize the bounce more. For the frame before, this one, when these frames are speeding up, speed. So instead of drawing a round circle, I'm going to draw something like this. This is like more of a bullet, like shooting a bullet, and you feel that it's speeding down. Okay, the frame before is going to be an in between of something between this and this, so it's going to be stretched but not super stretched. Okay, something like this. Then I'm gonna have this key, and it's gonna be maybe a little bit starting to stretch. It's just gonna be a regular key. Right now I have, okay, this action. Now I can actually feel more the ball going down and bouncing, okay? Okay, so of course this can work as a head turn. It's okay. If you do it, it's okay. But again, it's just boring and flat and not very interesting. Instead of this, I can draw, for example, this kind of breakdown, which I like. In head turning, I mostly like to use this breakdown, which is going down a little bit. So if this is the line of the eyes, I would go down. This can be an arc for my head turn. Okay, I use this arc. So it will go down and up. And maybe a little bit squashed, I don't know. Okay. So maybe it goes like this. Okay, so now the head turn is just much more interesting. Feels like he's really looking like, what's this? So just makes the turn more interesting. It just this way the head turn is just more emphasized. We can really feel that he's turning his head, almost saying, "Hey, what's there?" Like there. When I have this, there's a really large difference between these two frames, and the closed eyes, open eyes. I can really feel that he's opening his eyes, and everything is just more emphasized. So. The breakdowns, they're breaking the action, they're also creating differences, large differences between the frames. And when there's a large difference in animation, things are more noticeable. A secondary motion is basically everything that comes after the main action. Parts that don't have the energy to move on their own, they don't have life to move on their own, and they are usually being dragged after the main part and usually finish the action a little bit after the main action. I have here a simple head turn. It just goes from here to here. I would create a breakdown for this head turn. So let's do this drawing. I drew the head, and now I want to go drawing the hair and earrings, and this is what I wanted to show you. So I have the head moving, and the hair, of course, it has no life, right? It has no, it will never move on its own. So it's being dragged by the main action, and it's doing a secondary action. Now, the hair wants to stay here. So I would go this way. Okay, and let's close this frame for a second. And I have my hair going here. Okay, like this is the hair in the previous, this is the position of the hair in the first frame. So I would want to stay as close as it can to this position. I also have my earrings, right, in bold red. So my earrings would also want to same position. Oh, maybe it would do this. Another earring on the other side, so this would go like this. Okay. The main thing here is the main part doing the action is the head, while the hair and earrings are being dragged by it.